Namaste. My name is Vaishali. Today we will work on some strength exercises. Not doing any yoga poses, just using our weights. So if you have dumbbells, grab dumbbells, maybe 1 pound, 2 pound, 5 pound, whatever you want. If you don't have dumbbells, you can use a couple water bottles. That is perfectly fine for the exercise. If you don't have water bottles, you can even use like couple cans, of any can you may have. You can use that as your weights. But just find any weight, any bottles or anything that's available to you for this exercise today. Our focus is going to be upper body today. Everything we'll do is going to be focused on like our bicep area, our tricep, shoulders, maybe a little bit on our back, back of our upper back. We'll try to do that as well. All of those exercises. So let's get started. But before we do, just want to warm up a little bit. You can warm up on your own, or we'll do some couple shoulder rolls exercises. So maybe you do reverse shoulder rolls and then turn your shoulders around in the opposite direction. Make sure you're breathing at this time when you're doing that. Let's do that a couple more times, going in the other direction, up, back, and lower, and then reverse it up. Nice. Just bring our arm up and down on one side and up and down. Just getting warmed up. Just going to do a short warm up here. If you're already warmed up with your walking or any other exercise you may have done today, that is great. We'll bring it up in the front, side to side. We'll do 4, 3, 2, 1. And then the last one we'll do is maybe you want to come on the front of the chair, maybe arm circles in one direction. Forgot to mention that you want to have a chair that doesn't have any handles. That would help, so you don't have your hands touching the handles or interfering with our exercises today. Go in the reverse direction one more time. Let's do the other hand, one direction. The full arm circles, and then the other. Let's do again, reversing the direction a few times. One direction, and then the other. All right, so we'll start out with the bicep curls. So you want to hold on to the weight or bottles or anything. Palms are facing the ceiling, and you're going to bring them to the side. Arms are extended. Maybe you're sitting a little bit in front towards the edge of the chair. Feet can be flat out, can be hip width apart or together, really doesn't matter. Spine is straight, and we're going to do our bicep curls. So bringing both the hands in and lowering them down. So inhale, up, exhale, lower it down. Inhale, exhale. You want to make sure you're breathing in through your nose and out through your nose, okay? You may notice that my elbows are more close to my side of my body. I'm not having them out, and I'm not doing that. It is touching my sides. You can even rest your elbows on your hips. That is also one way of doing that. But just bring them in and down. Let's do 8 of them. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. As you bring it down, now bring it halfway, just halfway here, and we're gonna just go halfway up and down. So up, and just pause at halfway. Up, all the way by your shoulders, and stopping at halfway. Just staying here. Keep breathing, belly's into the spine. Your spine is straight. Continue to breathe in, and we'll do 8 here. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold it here, and we're going to pulse it here. So just pulsing, just the palms are facing the ceiling. You're just going to pulse it. Nothing else is moving, just your palms are going up and down with the weights. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Maybe you can release the weight on the floor. Maybe shake it up. If that's too much for you, just take a little break. And then our next exercise we will do is going to be for our shoulders. So we're going to have our weights. So I'm going to first do shoulder presses. So we're going to bring our weights parallel, so your palms are facing the front. You're forming like an elbow is at 90 degrees. The other one is at 90 degrees, and we're going to be here, and we're going to go up and down. Now, if having shoulder issues is too much for you, or you have shoulder surgery or anything like that, just skip this exercise and just take a break, or maybe just continue to do those bicep curls I showed you earlier. But let's do 8, 7. You notice that I'm stopping here right by my shoulders. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I'm stopping here. I'm not going any lower when I'm doing those exercises. Release your hands down. Maybe release the weight. Maybe if you want, you can do some shoulder rolls, reversing the shoulder rolls, whatever suits you today. Next, we're going to do our side raises. So you're going to have your hands like at 90 degrees. Okay, so you're going to hold the dumbbells or water bottle. And then what we're going to do is side raises. So our hand is going to be at 90 degrees the whole time. I'm going to side raise them and then lower it down. Side raise and lower it down. You notice that I'm keeping, if I show you on the side, you notice my elbows and still remains the same at 90 degrees. I'm not opening, I'm not moving my upper body, the elbow part at all. So we're going 90 degrees and down, okay? So let's do that together, 8 of them. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Hold it here. I'm going to hold it, and what we're going to do is open them up. So opening it out and bringing it back to 90 degrees. Opening it out and bring it back at 90 degrees. And we'll do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Release your hands. Maybe do some shoulder rolls. Maybe you move your arms, whatever suits you. Just releasing that tension, that stress on your arm. Okay. Next exercise we're going to do is we're going to hit our tricep area. So we did our bicep, we're doing our shoulders. We're going to do our tricep area, which is the back of the arm. So the way to do it is multiple exercises, but we're trying to go simple today, nothing fancy. So when you go for a walk, you're walking with your arms moving, right? So here we're going to stop here. We're going to go back and then bring it back here. We're not going to go any further. So slight tip from the hip. Stay here. So arm is straight in line with the shoulder. I'm going to bring it back and in. Okay. Back, straight out as far as you can, and stopping it here. Out and in. Let's do 8 of them, and you should feel it in your tricep area here. So it's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good work. And we're going to now do some pulses. So bring your arm back, and we're just going to pulse it. So slight tip from the hip. I'm going to pulse it to 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release that weight. Maybe give yourself a little stretch, getting that stretch in your tricep area. Now we'll do the same thing on the other side. Sometimes you may not feel that much stress on here or any think like you're getting any exercise, is if your weight is too light or if your form is not right. So you want to make sure your form is correct anytime you're doing these strength exercises. Slight tip from the hip on this side. Remember, you have that motion of you're walking, right? But you're going to stop it right here, not go any further than in line with our shoulder. So go back and pause here. Go back and here. Keep going. Once you have your rhythm, we'll count 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll do some pulses. So bring your arm back, hold it there, and we'll pulse for 8. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the weight. Maybe give yourself a little stretch for that tricep area, bringing your arm, or you can even bring it across and get that stretch over here. Either or, whatever works for you. All right, we're gonna hit that back, upper back here. We're gonna do some rows here. So you're gonna sit at the edge of your mat, your chair. You're gonna tip from the hip, and weights or bottles or your cans, whatever you have is extended out. I'm gonna pull our elbows back and lower it down. Pull it back and lower it down. Now you notice that my elbows are brushing the sides. They're staying parallel towards each other, and they're pointing to the back wall. Okay, so if you see it from the side, I'm just going to show one side because the other side is going to hit my chair. So if I tip from the hip, you're going to pull it in and then lower it down. Pull it in and lower it down. Slight tip and down. Slow and control. We don't want to rush. Slow and control. So let's go ahead and do 8 of those here. I'm going to face the front to show you. And lower. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Now as you're doing this, you're squeezing, feeling that stretch in your shoulder blades. 2, and last 1. Release. I'm going to combine the 2 exercises. So we're just going to use one weight this time. And we're going to combine the 2. So we're going to do that row and that tricep area both together, okay? So we're going to do the row first. You know the row. Extend to tricep. Bring it back and lower it in. Pull it in. Extend to the back. In again and lower it down, okay? So let's do 8 of them. So 8, 7, 6, 5. Don't forget to breathe, and also making sure your feet are flat on the floor, on the mat. We have 2 more to go. And last one. Nice. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Let's go on the other side. So we're going to tip from the hip, slide bellies into the spine. Spine is straight. Arm is extended out. I'm going to pull it in for a row. Extend it out to the back. Bring it in again and lowering it down. Okay? Up. Extend. In. And lower. Up. Extend. In. And lower. We have 6 more to go. But make sure you're breathing. And you are making sure your feet are flat on the floor. Your shoulders are squared towards your thighs. We have 3, 2, and last one. Good work. So those are some exercises you can do anytime, for your strength. So to recap, we did the biceps, right? We did the shoulder presses overhead. We did the triceps, so going back, straight back. And then we did the rows. And then we did the row and out, okay? We also did the side raises, so side raises and in, okay? Last exercise I want to add on to those side raises, and I think this is very good rotator cuff exercise, is going to be side raise, bringing it up, down, and lowering it in, okay? So you have your hands at 90 degrees, same thing, holding on to your weight or bottles, side raise, keeping your hands at 90, opening it up towards the ceiling so your knuckles are facing the ceiling, lowering them down, knuckles facing the front, and then all the way to the side, okay? Up. Let's do 8 of them. So side raise to the ceiling, side again, and lower it down. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Nice. So we did a recap of the biceps, everything, all the upper body today for this round of exercises. You can do them. Maybe you start out with my 8 counts like we did today, or you can do 10 breaths, whatever works for you. Maybe you have a timer and you do each exercise for 30 seconds. That's your choice how you do it. But try to do these strength exercises, the upper body, at least once a week if you are able to. That's good. Helps to maintain the strength of your bones. Helps you stay strong. And as we age, our bones get hollow. Osteoporosis is kind of like as we age, that's something that happens to a lot of seniors. This would be a good way of maintaining the strength, our bone strength. Well, thank you all for joining me again today. Truly appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Until next time, namaste.